In this tutorial, I want to show you the quickest and easiest way that you can make a summary table using formulas in Microsoft Excel. So let's just say you want to make a summary of this cookie sales data and you want to show it to management. So first thing we want to do is we want to get an idea of what we want to make a summary table of and what we're trying to communicate to our audience, along with what our data is made of, what's available in our data, and what we can go ahead and kind of summarize with the data that we're working with. So let's just say they want to get a better understanding of the performance of these different types of cookies. And they want to see the number of each cookie type that's been sold, the total revenue for each cookie type, the total profit for each cookie type, and profit percentage margin for each cookie type. So to make a summary table based on that, the first thing we need to do is we need to type in some titles for each different category that's going to be in our table. So we're going to type cookie type, number of sales, total revenue, total profit, and then profit percentage. Now here, once you get the unique type of cookies that are in our list, the easiest way to do this is to use the unique function, which, kind of like the function implies, it grabs a unique items that are in a list. So we can do unique, open parentheses, grab the product, which is the cookie types, close the parentheses, and then enter. And as you can see, we have the unique cookie types that are in the list. Now, if you're using an older version of Excel, you have to use remove duplicates, but this is the easiest way to do it if you're using a newer version of Excel. And you can also necessarily in the sort function if you want to sort it a specific way, but that's not needed in this example, so we're just using the unique function here. And now we're going to grab the number of sales. So to do this, we're going to use the countIf function, or countIfs. Whenever I'm making a summary table, I prefer to use the plural version of a conditional function, so countIfs versus countIf. And the reason why is because if I want to go back in the future and change a summary table to add another condition, it's easier to do it using the plural version. So we do countIfs, and the first argument in the function is the criteria range 1. So what do you want to count? We want to count the different types of cookies, comma, and what defines what we want to count? It is the cookie type right here. So you can see there's been 202 sales of a chocolate chip cookie. Once you then go into this function right here, lock down our range, and then drag it down. So highlight this, and we're going to go ahead and use F4 to lock in the range, so that way as we paste it down, this range won't change. And there you have it, the number of sales for each cookie type. Now I want to get the total revenue. So the total revenue is going to be done using the SUMIF function. I'm going to do SUMIFs because if I want to add another condition going forward, then it's easier to do that with the SUMIFs function. So this first argument in the SUMIFs is the sum range. So what do you want to sum? We want to sum the revenue right here in column F. So we sum this and then go criteria range 1. So what defines the criteria that we're summing, right? We want to sum it by cookie type. So we highlight this range right here, and then comma, what's our criteria? So we want to sum the by cookie type for the chocolate chip cookie. And as you can see, this has a total revenue of this much. This is easy to see if we convert it to currency and maybe remove a couple decimal places. We want to go through and lock the range down again too, right here. So as we drag it down, we can have it work. And then we want to have the total profit. So the same idea, but instead of sum if based on the revenue, you assume to be based on the profit. So what do you want to sum? We want to sum the profit based on the cookie type for the criteria being the cookie in our summary table. And we're going to go in and lock these ranges down too. So as we drag it down, it will work. And we also want this to be conditional. We want it to be general. We want it to be currency typed without the decimals. And our profit percentage is going to be our profit over revenue. So profit over revenue, formatted as not general, but as a percentage. will give us our profit percentage. So as you can see, our most profitable item is our fortune cookie, which even though it hasn't had a lot of revenue, it has had a total profit of, so excuse me, I did that, no, it's a total profit margin of 80%. Whereas on the other hand, chocolate chip cookies was selling like crazy, but it's just not, the margins are just thin, are just thick. Whereas white macadamia nut has had the lowest profit margins of 54%. Now the last thing to do is formatting. So for the easiest thing you could do is just add some bold, and add some bold to the different categories and then center it. But what I like to do a lot with summary tables is I like to do auto formatting. So you can press the Alt key, then the O key, then the A key, and that will bring up this auto formatting pane where you can just pick some basic formatting that you will like. Personal preference is this one right here. And as you can see, now I have a summary table by cookie type, and I like to bold this right here too. So yeah, there you have it. We found this to be helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.